Hey, Dan, are we talking?
Oh, yeah, Tim. We talking. Oh, we talking.
Woo! Let's go, Lee!
I'll mention it anyway.
How much is that drilled in your head?
It's your boy Timmy Moose. What's up, talkies? And actually, to answer your question, it's pretty drilled in there.
I'd imagine.
It's like that's like one of like the 3 brain cells going on right now. It's just playing that on repeat.
I'm surprised you guys are functioning. But,
Who's functioning?
not me. Episode 73.
Functioning alcoholic, maybe.
Episode, what number we at to, Dan?
I think it's 73.
73?
73.
Go to my notes. 73.
73.
According to
I just changed it right now.
me labeling the podcast to record,
I just
it was
changed
73.
it. I just changed it right now. So
It's definitely
73.
73.
73.
Wow. We're getting there. Getting closer and closer to that 100th episode.
Yep, and then we're done.
And
So
then,
surely.
and then we're done.
Last hurrah. We just say a ton of terrible shit and get canceled.
Yes.
And
never put out
then
another
we
episode.
hand it off to another person. And we say, here you go.
Every
This is their podcast. It was
We
never
sell,
us.
we sell it. We sell the whole account and just
we
give-
sell everything.
Well,
Just dump.
Released it as an NFT.
who knows?
Well, that market has gone to shit.
Nah, it's coming back up once the 100th episode drops. It's gonna
Oh
send it
yeah,
skyrocket.
yeah. Ours are gonna bring back the corrupt and joke NFT market.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
I have
Dan.
mad NBA Top Shop that I have nothing to do with.
Yeah, the whole market crashed. It's pretty
I
funny.
knew that was gonna happen. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
Hey,
soon.
no, the people that made their money definitely made their money off
Yeah.
it.
Crazy. Off nothing. But fuck them.
Off a JPEG.
Hey Dan.
It
While
was
we're at
controlled by like 3 people, and they all dumped at once, and that was that.
we just sound so exhausted.
It's been a long week.
It really has been.
But it's Friday.
But it's Friday now.
Go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Go subscribe on YouTube. You're watching this right now. Hit that little button. I think it's right.
Bing bong.
There.
Subscribe right
There.
here. Right here. Boom.
Yeah.
Hit the
That
like.
sounds about right,
Hit the
Dan.
like. That's about
Get us
there.
to that 100.
If you don't know how to work YouTube yet, come on.
Listen.
Well, we just taught you. So
Subscribing is free. You just click a little button when you click on one of the links. Follow it.
I don't know if I missed any of the medias, as so we say, but go hit the link tree. Follow them all.
Yeah,
like,
everything's on
share,
there.
fucking hit the merch store. Go buy
Merch
some
store.
merch.
Go buy a beat.
We do have a hat figured out, and it says it's up somehow.
It's on the
so
website.
We'll
We-
let you,
we gotta
we'll let
figure
you
out how to
know,
view
and
it.
we'll post a thing, and you guys can buy the hat. The hat's there. All kinds
That
of
hat,
hats.
trucker hat. Got him.
Bucket hat.
There.
Bucket hat's there. You-
Hats. Get your hats for the summer.
We're gonna get ski masks for the winter. It's gonna be fire. Imagine
Yeah.
being held up with an "Oh We Talking" ski mask. That'd be fire.
Yee.
That would suck. What kind of put us on there?
Hey, listen.
It wasn't me.
We'd actually be able to help them because it's like,
It's pretty liable.
yeah. But I mean, listen, we ain't no snitch. But you know, if there's enough followers, we can't really pinpoint who's what. So
Yeah, so just go buy all the shit and I guess rob people allegedly.
allegedly,
We never told you not to do that.
Yeah. Listen, if you go back,
Live your best life. How
if you
about
go
that?
back to a couple episodes, remember if there was that one rule and that you did it, that one law that you broke it, and no one ever had to do it again like this, that would be it.
I don't think that's how it works. but
yeah, that was all hypothetical.
I don't think that's how it works. Tim.
Oh,
Don't go punch no babies.
right.
It's fine.
So about this
Please
weekend,
don't punch a
about this
baby.
past weekend, guys. This will be my last episode.
How many babies did you punch this weekend, Tim?
I don't know how many are.
They let babies in Tiki.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
it's
see,
him.
they're welcome. You're welcome. I saved all the future babies from making
From that
mistake.
degeneracy that
There's a
goes
little
on in
little
Tiki.
cutoff with the gate where there's the regular beach and Tiki, and then Tim was just punching them over the gate. Like
Wham!
They're trying to hop in.
Hey kid, I got candy. Wham!
Sham, wow.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Wow. I don't think I would say that to a kid.
Oh, but you'd punch him? That's where you draw the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
One's a pedophile. One's a assault.
Assault on
Yeah.
on a minor.
And if I go to a jail, if I was to go to jail, assault-
I think you're still gonna look that bad either way.
pedophile definitely gets a lot worse.
Probably, but it's still gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah, if you go to jail for punching a kid, you'll probably get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Or something else.
Or you're gonna get more than your ass just kicked. Let's just leave it there.
It sounds like a clap, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, yo. You're not wrong.
Wow, who's watching a movie? They're clapping at the end.
Round of applause for this guy. He came in for punching a child.
It's gonna be more than one round of applauses if he goes to jail for that. Don't let that joke go over your head.
Oh, man. Oh, anyway, talker of the week. Who we got? Who we gonna to this week? Who wants to give it out?
We'll give it to Jenny Sanitation.
Shout out Sanitation.
Yeah, straight up, because she's
playing crackers.
She is playing crackers. But no, I was talking to her the other day. I honestly forgot what the conversation was about, but she said something to me and I was like, wow, that sounds really familiar. She's like, yeah, it was on your show. And I was like, oh yeah, you actually do listen to the show. What a guy. So shout out Jen. Definitely one of the more religious supporters we have, liking everything, sharing often, listening every single week. So shout out Jen.
Yeah.
Shout out. Thank you.
Shout out, Jen.
Continued support.
Sanitation.
Shout out Sanitation Operation.
All right.
What we
Next
got?
topic. What do we got? So we can go 2 routes right now. We can do a recap on our weekends.
I was
More of the
pretty
weekend.
chill, honestly. I didn't do much of anything. I
Yeah.
rented a lake house with a bunch of friends, and we chilled on a lake. That's about it. It's pretty fire, honestly.
Yeah.
Really low
Any
key,
DJs?
really relaxed. What's up?
Anyone was a DJ?
Brandon was, and so was Chris. They were DJing on
They
and
both-
off, but it wasn't even like a rager of a house like
you-
we normally do. It was very, very relaxed, as relaxed as it could be with that group. Let's
Yeah.
just leave it there. Let's just, because it can get wild.
Looked nice. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, no, it was very relaxed, very calm.
I saw some of
very
them. I saw that
easygoing.
like none of them slept. They were just like literally chilling in the lake the whole time.
Oh yeah,
Like 5 of
Brandon.
them?
It was like Brandon, Poe, Matt, Eric, and someone else. They didn't go to sleep on the first night. They just went down to the lake. I fell asleep like an hour before they went. I wish I knew they were going. I would have stayed up.
It looked cool. With the steam, like the little fog was
yeah,
over the lake.
yeah. I was talking to Brandon about it. He's like, dude, I felt like I was in a painting. It was crazy. It was like this is like the beginning of Silent Hill or some shit. I was like, that's pretty fucking wild, bro.
I can relate. I'd probably
Yeah, Dan,
do that. I'd probably do
Dan
that.
has done that actually. In
Dan would have done it by himself. Yeah,
Has done it by himself.
yeah.
Probably a
it's
much
fact.
further walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lake wasn't that far from the house. Like literally, like quarter mile, if that.
Good crowd.
Like-
Good, like a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of families, but we kind of stayed away from them. So,
I meant the house.
oh yeah. No, I thought you meant like you said at the lake, not at the
Oh, I
house.
meant like house. But
Oh
yeah.
well, yeah, great people. It's always a good time with them.
But it was like
He was hanging out with all the families.
Yeah.
Kids are there punching babies and
Yeah,
shit.
I was not punching
damn,
babies.
I missed that.
Tim was like, I would have drove up if I knew we were punching babies.
No, I was just mad Peter went.
Yeah.
I
No,
was, I was really mad.
you
about that.
really missed it because it was so funny. So I walked in with Maggie and we're looking for a room and I walk into this one room on the left and I'm looking in and I was like, who the fuck is this Asian kid? Because he has his back turned to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this Asian? I don't know him. Maybe he's like a new kid I'm meeting or whatever. So I go
How
in the
did you
other
know
room.
he was Asian from his back?
You can just tell. It was an Asian kid. You can't just you can't. What do you mean?
I don't know. I never.
No, he was built like an Asian dude. The fuck?
Don't take him into a hole. Put
Yeah, no,
him in a box.
no, for real. Is that like a racist remark?
No,
for me
I
to
was.
say?
I was just curious. I never
could
noticed.
just-
I never noticed someone from.
Like, if I were to look at you from behind, I would be like, yeah, that's a straight up Staten Island Italian kid, to a T.
Right.
Dan is a motherfucking alien.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, I go in the other room, I put my bag down, and Maggie puts her bag down. And I walk back in, I was like, who in the fuck is this? And he turns around, and he looks at me, and I look at him, I was like, oh, you motherfucker. I literally just dropped him on the floor because I was so excited to see him. Like, straight up just fucking swanton bombed him on the floor.
Yeah, I was more mad when he told me that he's been in the country back home for like past 2 months.
You know what? More props to him, though, because he kept it up like crazy. Like, he would text me at 9:30 at night to try to convince us that he was still in China, saying good morning at 9:30 at night.
And then noon he goes, all right, I go to bed now.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Still in that time.
Yeah.
for 2 months.
No, for 2 months he kept it up. He's been back here for 2 months. He just never
kept the
let
time.
us
Just kept
know.
the time.
He just kept up the.
But I got so tight at him,
joke.
like, cause like he was like, I'm homesick, I'm this. He's like,
Yeah,
I
he
miss
kept saying like, "Oh, I miss
States.
America, this,
I
that,
miss
and the
the
third."
States. He goes, oh, I'm having girl issues. Like,
Yeah.
I'm back
I just hear
back
the whole
here.
time.
Yeah, and he was here for the last 2
So
months.
I was like,
and the only
pissed
person
at
that
him.
knew
He's gonna
was
listen to this.
Caitlin.
He's gonna listen to this.
Yeah, no, he's not.
No, he's not.
He commented on one of the SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Oh, he
ones.
comments. Doesn't mean he listens.
We called him out on it.
Yeah,
So he may now.
he
Who knows?
nah, he definitely doesn't listen. I'm not mad at him for
Yeah,
not listening.
I was mad at him that he didn't tell me.
Yeah, no, bro, I literally fucking dropped into the floor.
Like to
'cause-
this day, he's messaged me. He's like, Timmy, you still mad? And I go, who is this?
Oh no, another thing too is he left before cleaning up. That motherfucker, I was so mad. I woke up
he
in the
did
morning.
that?
He left at 6:30 in the morning. I was up at 7 to start cleaning, and he didn't do a thing. He just packed the shit and left. I was like, oh, you motherfucker.
He's like, I go back to China now.
Yeah, he goes. He literally said, "I'm going." He's like, "Yeah, I'm going back to China now." I'm like, "Don't come back."
He was like, he's like, oh, I'm moving to Philly after. I'm like, that's cool. I'll never see you.
Yeah, he said he is in fact moving to
Yeah.
Philly for his masters.
I told him, I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, too bad I'm not gonna see you there anyway.
Yep.
I was like, I'm not talking to you anymore. I was like, I'm done with you, Peter. I'm
Good.
really done.
No, keep it up. Keep it up. He deserves it.
I was pissed at
Give him all
him.
the smoke.
Give him
all
all the
smoke.
smoke.
He definitely deserves it.
So with my weekend, Friday we had Kettle.
Yeah, that was Kettle.
It was a good
You know.
good night for the
For
most
those
part.
of you
Yeah, I didn't go to that,
Don't
so-
know is Kettle's the Staten Island college almost like bar, except it's filled with 21 to like 45-year-olds.
All I got is there's a big gap. There's like people in their mid 20s are not there. They're just like this.
Everybody went down the shore, so we were missing a lot of the crowd.
A lot of the crowd.
Why was it dead?
I wasn't dead per
It
se,
just-
but it was dead.
You
for
had some
Kettle.
characters. There were characters there.
Yeah,
we
no,
were the biggest group in there, so
I was not feeling going to Kettle on Friday. I was just not there. I invited everyone over for the pregame too, and Dan was there, and Joe showed up, and Sam showed up.
as soon as you got here, he goes, I don't
And as
think
soon
I'm
as I
going.
got here, I was like, I don't think I'm going. I promised you guys I would take you, so I'll definitely take you. But I'm not ready for that energy right now. I'm good to go.
I was out till like 5 a.m. on Friday. I went to RMC after with someone else.
RMC?
RMT, Random Atlanta Tavern.
Oh,
Yeah, my brother's friends were there, and he's like, "Yo, I'm rolling out." We were all outside waiting for a cab, and
Yeah.
he pulled his car. And was like, "Yo, Dan, get in, shut up." And I was like, "All right,
They got kidnapped.
Going,
and you didn't do
All right.
anything to stop that.
Going. I was trying to get them to come with me, but no one wanted to come. Upset.
And then what's it called? And then Saturday morning, I went down, made my way down to the shore to go at my friend Bree's house with her family.
Shout out, Bree.
Shout out Bree and her family. They were like,
Oh, I saw you met Pitbull. That was cool.
I did meet Pitbull and I met Mike Posner.
And Mike Posner.
It was actually like really wild. They were like in the same place at the same time at the house.
And
I was-
both in Bree's house.
exactly. I was like, wow. I was like, I got the
Wonder if they
VIP.
planned it.
I don't know. I mean, it's funny. Like when you look up a photo of them, like that looks like they were just wearing those outfits. Like you
Mr.
just-
Worldwide.
Bree-
Yeah.
No, Bree's dad to a T. If he put on sunglasses and all white suit, easy could be Pitbull.
All he needs
No,
is
yeah,
that little
I
goatee.
seen-
Yeah.
That's it. That's
And
all
if
he
you
needs.
had like, let's say like Townsley walk in front of him and like push people out of the way, I'd totally believe it's Pitbull. Like,
So the joke was, I was like, listen, if DJs or any of these clubs get too crowded, I was like,
Pull up with them.
just pull up with him.
yeah,
And like, I'll just dress up.
Just perform one song.
Like, cause
Just go, Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, haha, sob it. You know, just
he doesn't have to do that. Did he just play it and
Yeah.
he just like lip sync it? and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He doesn't, you know.
yeah, for real.
But you know, so because the reason I said that is the first Saturday night. Now, I obviously, if you've been following since last year, I was down the shore. I had a shore house last year. I'm not doing one this summer, and
I don't think you could have mentally took that.
honestly, I was like drained after this week. I'm like, I don't even like.
I just seen you. You weren't even there. Like, I mean, you were there for 3 days, but
I was just. I was
There's
just,
a lot.
the entire time. I didn't want to leave Bree's house. I just wanted to stay at the house and drink. I was like, I had like after like
No intention of going out to
after
the bar.
Saturday of like how packed it was, I was like, I really don't want to go. I was
Yeah.
like, I got all free alcohol here. I'm like, the view is amazing. I'm like, there's a pool, there's a bay. I'm like, I literally.
Vibes are high here.
Vibes are so high. Like, Bree's dad was like hooking us up with all the food. He had him and his friends brought all their liquor, and like, I never had Ciroc coconut Ciroc.
Oh, what? That shit is gas.
That was so fire.
It's gas.
I'm like, I took a sip. Like, I didn't even like.
Yeah, but
burn.
you're acting like you're ever gonna buy that bottle, Tim.
Let me tell you, just to say,
I love coconut
Listen.
Ciroc. It slaps.
just to give you an idea of how much these guys were.
Shout out Diddy.
They had the big bottle.
Yeah.
They had they didn't have like the little 700 ml. No, they had like
The handle.
Nah, they don't do Ciroc.
No, Ciroc doesn't do handles.
It's
But they
a-
have like
There's the big one. It's the handle, but
It's the
same
handle
size.
of Ciroc. Yeah,
Same
it's like
size.
a liter and like 1.5.
1.5.
that drank like water. And
liters.
when you chilled it, oh my goodness!
Yeah,
I'm like,
it goes
this
down
is
like nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, you can take that straight all day and
Like,
just be fine.
because I've had Ciroc, but it's usually was like the
apple
the
or
apple,
watermelon.
whatever. And like
yeah.
you always had that little, but like that coconut,
coconut
one, like,
goes
I
down
don't,
like water.
I'm not crazy about coconut, but like
that one goes like water.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I never knew that.
It's super
it was a
good.
game changer.
It's super good.
So yeah, so I was like, I had that, and then here's what Bree did when because she was like, oh, because when we were leaving to go to Jenks, she decided, oh, I'm gonna fill up a water bottle with liquor. She didn't tell us that she put Tito's and red, white, and blue, smeared off red, white, and blue,
Mixed.
Ew.
mixed in a bottle. What about?
Bree?
And I'm like,
Bree, why you do that?
I'm like, what kind of bartending skills is this?
That'll
nonsense?
punch you right in the face.
I was
Bree.
I took and like when we were reading online, I took a big mouthful of it, and I'm like, this is not.
That's not Tito's. That's not.
I'm like,
good.
that's not just Tito's, and I swallow. And I'm like,
Why she do that?
I don't know. I don't. It's not like she didn't have enough Tito's. Like she had a whole
Could've brought
handle.
2 water bottles.
She had a whole handle of Tito's, and then she had like a
Oh,
whole.
Bree.
She even had a whole bottle of the Smirnoff red, white, and blue. Like, she had 3 bottles of that stuff. I'm like,
One or the other, Bree. What are you doing?
I don't know. She thought that was a great idea. She's like, oh, I mixed this drink. I'm like, okay. Like that is. garbage.
Blech.
I am not drinking that. And they kept trying to give me when we were written on like, Tim, it's your turn. I'm like, no, I'm not drinking that nonsense. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd rather be sober right now and go into this place than drink that. I'm like, that is because if I vomit, I can't go anywhere because we're jam packed in line right now.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That's
Yeah.
gross. I don't know why the fuck she did
But
that.
anyway, so
Oh, I heard you went to Ground Zero for COVID too. I saw you went to DJ's on
I
your
did
story.
go to I did
That's
go to
Ground
DJ's.
Zero for COVID. I don't
Oh,
care what
okay.
anyone says. It
Nah,
didn't start in
Jenks-
Wuhan, China. It started in
100%
DJ's.
Jenks. Let me tell you this. So Jenks, when
That
I
place
got
is
there,
disgusting.
I had to wait an hour and a half now online, and I told them like Saturday afternoon. I go, guys, if we're gonna go out to the bars,
Gotta
like,
get early.
I'm like, we gotta leave at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Like we gotta get there, like
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, it's fine, it's fine. I'm like, lollygag and whatever. I'm like, guys, like, I really don't want to be a bother, but I'm like, it takes about like from where we are down in Tom's River. I'm like, it's gonna take us like 35 minutes to get down there.
Yeah.
I was like, and then we gotta think about the lines. I was like, guys, we're looking at like just like almost 2 hours just to like getting set up and trying to get into the place.
Right.
And they're like, oh no, it's fine. Like we'll just drink here pregame for a little bit and we'll go. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, at this point,
I don't think I could wait 2 hours to get into a bar. I don't
Well,
think
here's the
I have
thing.
the mental capacity to do it.
here's the annoying part. So the thing was, so
You could
Jen-
watch a whole Avengers movie before you get in.
I don't think I could
I
do
probably could have. And I thankfully, like I had like where we were.
it. I know
online-
like you're in a group and they're all hanging out, but like I don't think I could
yeah.
do it.
I mean, thankfully there was a line that we could see the television game, so we could watch the Rangers playing hockey. But yeah, it was like that entire time. I was like, guys, we just at this point, I'm like, I'd rather just find a dive bar, like chill out and just grab.
Hang out.
I'm
Just
like,
hang out.
I'm like these like they're like, no, but we really want. I'm like, okay. So we get in there, and after like the whole time frame, we go to this first bar, and we waited about 25, 30 minutes for a drink. For them to
So
acknowledge us.
you're like 2.5 hours in at this point.
I'm like pretty much completely sober at this point. Like, and like I'm
It's
just
terrible.
like I'm
that's
out
not
of it.
that's not fun.
Yeah, no, I'm
That's
just
not
like
fun. I want to go home.
I'm straight
done.
up not having a good time. Like this is just so like here's the thing. This is when you would actually be like you're like oh man. So we finally got our drinks. I felt bad. All right, it wasn't Jenk's fault. It's
We gotta
just
order, like,
they're
whatever a lot.
understaffed. So I'm like. I'm like, guys, we have to order 2 drinks per person, like, because if it's gonna be like this, like, we have to order at least 2 drinks per person. So now, finally, after 25 minutes passed, whatever, we get the drinks. Now, I originally was gonna leave, like, I was like, I'm gonna go to a different bar, like, because like,
Just
different.
take your drinks and go.
Yeah, well, at Jenks, there's like obviously a little bit like bunch of
multiple.
bars. Yeah, so I was like, you guys wait here. I'm gonna see if I can go to another one that may
Get
have more
more
people.
drinks,
So I
yeah.
went to one that had three bartenders, and they were moving a little quicker. But they text me like they're like, oh no, we just got our drinks. So I get over there, and I find out that this bar ran out of ice. And not only that,
No
they
way.
ran out of beers. So when they made their drinks, you could just
It's just warm.
It was just so warm. It was disgusting. I was like.
Why do people enjoy it?
I'm like, how I get like it's like if you the thing is if
That's
you,
what steered me away from the shore this weekend. I saw the video of like how many people were at
yeah
on
I
Saturday
mean
night, and I was like, I don't think I could deal with that.
yeah no it was one of those things where I knew it was gonna be bad, but the reason I was like let's go to Jenks was because DJs I saw that
It was gonna
line.
be packed too.
That line was already ridiculous, and I'm-
Maybe there's a better shot to get
and
in
I'm
there.
like I'm like Jenks is a little
It's
bit
big.
I'm like Jenks is bigger, it's closer. I'm like, maybe it's not gonna be that bad because there's also like a couple of bars in between from DJs and
There's a lot of shit
Jenks.
going on over there.
Yeah, like in between, there's like a couple of towns that you can go to, like Manasquan and was it Asbury's the other direction? Like they're right there. Like
Give me the
either
boot.
way. Yeah, give me the boot, Asbury. So I get there and I'm like, oh my god! First we were like saw one line and that turned out to be towards this place called Tiki, like Tiki Martel.
Yeah.
We usually do Tiki Mondays there, but you can go anytime really. It's just Mondays does the vibe. So that
Mondays
line
is
was
the vibe.
that line was long, and then I looked over at Jenks, and that line was long. So I'm saying to myself, like,
Two of the two evils. Which
I'm like, which one do we choose? And they're like, well, we want to go to Jenks. I'm like, okay, let's go to Jenks then. Like, I don't really care.
either way, we're waiting.
Either
in line.
way, I'm like waiting. So so we get in there, get the drinks. Now we're like, everyone's taking a sips of their drinks, whatever, and like this is just
Not fun.
garbage.
Not a great time.
Better
off staying at the
warm
house.
drinks, no ice in them. Like it was just nasty.
You got Pitbull turn up at the house.
Yeah, seriously. And they, like I said, they had the food. They were chilling out on the water over there. And the music was like, it was good, but the thing is like,
Jersey shit.
Jenks says too, like, there's an indoor and an outdoor bar.
So they're
like
competing?
club scene. So no, not really like so like the outdoor on the beach area is like EDM rave thing, which that's like Bree and like her sister
Their
and
scene,
her friends.
yeah.
That's their scene. But like I tried to dance, but like you can't dance in shoes on sand.
You get sand everywhere.
You get
got no
sand
choice.
everywhere, like
No
all
choice.
of my shoes. I'm like, this is just like
You're having a terrible time.
I'm like, and I've been here before, and I've tried it. I'm like, it doesn't work. And like, you just see everyone like people are falling over each other because like that sand gives out from
You
underneath,
could have like
and you're
flops.
drunk.
Take off your shoes or something.
Yeah, and like people were like
Going.
falling, and I was like, this is terrible.
You just had a straight up
So
terrible time.
then we go inside, and I was like excited because it was Man Down. The band Man Down was playing there, and I'm like, this is my music, but that's not their music. So they're like, well,
We go
I don't
back
like.
outside.
I'm like, oh, I love this song, and they're like, I don't like this. I don't like this type of music. I'm like, what do you mean? This is like great alternative music. Like this is like early 2000s. Like this is like the band. Like you want to listen.
This is
to
a
right
good
now.
beach vibe.
Yeah. And they're like, no, I want to go back outside. I'm like, really? I'm like, shit. I'm like, all right. So now I'm like, but wait, like, let's go grab drinks first. I'm like, okay. So because they were like, I can't do this. So, like, okay. So we all got drinks. We waited another like 35 minutes for drinks. Just get the bartender there. Kept saying, he's like, I got you guys next. I got you guys next. And we're like, okay. He literally would drop drinks off and he would just ask the people right next to the person that he just did. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, now I'm just like, honestly.
You're like 4.5 hours in, and you had 2 drinks that
Yeah.
were warm.
Yeah, I mean, when we got there, it was still like 10:40. It was like 10:30, 10:40. So I'm like, dude, this place closes at 2. Like, we still got plenty of time to like to
I
turn this around.
did not indeed have plenty of time.
Yeah, I was like, and I'm like watching everywhere else, like all over like all the social media. I'm like, yo, everyone else is having such a great time. Like, I'm like, cause like my friends, like that, my housemates that were like in Beaumont, they went to DJs because they got there early. So
Yeah, they're right there.
So I'm like, I told them like we should have left early, like but I mean like I said, we made the most out of it. Bree's dad picked us up and he was bumping to 6ix9ine. Like he knows every lyric. And he's just like going off and like it was. I was like, this is like, all right, I'm fine with this. This is how it's like, okay. And he's just he would do like all lyrics and he's bumping and everyone's just like having a grand old time in the car. And then in the morning the next day I just started drinking at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
As you should. As you
Yeah.
should.
I was like, you know what? I gotta make up for
You're
it.
down the shore.
I gotta make up for it. And then that Saturday, that Sunday was like a little bit better. Like the drinks were a little bit flowing better. I mean, but the thing is, I told them like
You got out early.
we left. But the thing is, here's the thing: we all agreed that we were all gonna wake up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm saying, okay, that maybe not. They're not gonna happen. They were up. They were up and ready. Like they were all up. But no one got ready. Everyone was just kind of chilling out, like talking. And, like I wake up. I was like one of the last ones to wake up. And I'm
Of
like,
course you were. Of course you were.
I was like, I'm gonna let all the girls go get showered. I'm like thinking, like I hear voices. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back to the bed. They're all awake. So then I'm like, I wake up after like maybe like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, just kind of like rolled out later. I see them all like just chilling. I'm like, all right, I'm showering. And I literally hop in the shower, try to like maybe like to get them to kind of move, like put a move on it. And they literally, I kid you not, they were not ready till about like 3 o'clock.
It's such bad time for Sunday fun day down the shore.
But we got there, and we only wait. Like we got there just before. Like there was like
The
that
big
that
rush.
small
That
window.
the
yeah,
window of
that
the
small
morning rush
window.
and the evening rush.
We get there, and I think we waited about like 10 minutes, 15
Not
minutes
bad.
on
Not
line.
bad.
Not bad at all. And it was packed though. It was so packed. I've seen it packed before, but like that was
Not
just
like that.
I needed to find that little spot that like was gonna open up.
Hold your zone.
And speed up through the night. Next thing you know, I wound up getting thrown out. I
What'd you
kind
do?
of just chilling, and
Yep, sure you were.
I was making friends at the bar, like the people in the bar area, and I just go to a guy and I go, "Yo, I like your shirt. That's a sick shirt. Like it's dope." The guy goes, "Thanks, man." He's like, "Yo, I like your shirt." I'm like, "Thanks." He goes, "Yo," he's like, "Jersey swap," and I'm like, "It's you just swap your shirts." So I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like,
Of course you.
I'm like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "I'm down." Okay. So the guy's like buttoning his shirt, and I'm like, I literally go to take my shirt off. And next thing I get a flashlight shining my way from the believe it or not, it was from the bartender. He ratted on me real quick, and next thing I know, I like crouched down and I threw the shirt back on, and then I just like slowly pop up and
Wait,
I,
what bar were you at?
DJs is that
No,
DJs?
okay. I was gonna say, why can't you take your shirt off?
No.
Like the beach bar.
No,
I
'cause
get DJs. Okay.
yeah, because like think about it, if one person takes their shirt off, like next
Well, I
thing
thought like you know
you have
maybe-
like
I can understand,
70 dudes
I
all
can-
taking their shirts
I can
off,
understand if
and
you're
it's
like
yeah.
at like Jake's, something. You're on the beach, whatever, maybe.
Yeah, no, yeah, but it was just so
Of
fun.
course you did.
I popped up, and
Of course, you'd be the one to be like, "Yo, let's switch shirts."
so I popped up, and next thing I know, I'm like, my shirt's on now, and I just see the like two bouncers. Like, yeah, dude, you got to go. I'm like, all right, that's fine.
I guarantee you would have been talking about that shirt. Be like, "I'm so mad I lost that shirt."
Well, the thing that got me more mad was when I took the shirt off, my hat fell.
You lost your hat.
I lost my Nashville hat, and I found out when I tried to look it up that I was curious about this little like mark on the hat, and it turned out it's like meant for guitar picks. So you like for like guitarists when they're playing, they just kind of take it off and they. So I was like, damn, now I really want this hat again. So I went online, couldn't find it. Doesn't really.
Of course
It's
you
not in
did.
style anymore. I
course
actually
you did.
found the restaurant that I was from, and I EM'd them. I was like, hey, like like I lost the hat. Like I know you guys have hats, and they don't have the hat anymore. But anyway, so as I'm leaving, I go to the bouncer. I'm like, listen, I'm like, I know, you, like, I'll walk ahead of you guys. I'm like, you could watch me leave. Like, I'll literally leave, but I can just come back like 10 minutes. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm not, I'm good. Like, the guy smiled. He's laughing. I could tell he was like a new bouncer because like they would not like tolerate. They're like, no, get the hell out of here, or whatever. The guy's like, nah, man. He's like, I get that. He's like, you gotta go. So I was like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. So the second we get close to the exit, I like sped walk so far ahead of him out the door, and all I hear him say is like, "That dude's kicked out." But like, I hid behind a crowd like that was like leaving, just because I was like, I don't want.
Maybe I
this-
get back in.
What I'm like, so all my friends, everyone's texting like, "Tim, like, what happened? Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, guys, just
I
stay
got
where you
this.
are. I'll be back in 10, 15 minutes. Just like chill out for a little bit. So like, I'm literally sitting on that park bench, and I'm just kind of like,
You should just hit one of your boys up the at the house down there. Be like,
Well,
"Yo,
they-
let me get a shirt."
I didn't know what any of them were. I literally, I think I walked to the house at one point just to kind of see who was
Who was
there.
there?
And
You're like, "Yo, let me get a shirt real quick."
every person I met there, I didn't know. I didn't recognize because I'm like, just all
New
new
people.
New people. I'm like, oh,
Son of
they're
a
like,
bitch.
like, who do you know here? I'm like, well, I know I lived in this house like last year, and like I know like all these people, and they're like, oh, okay, all right, nice to meet you, type of thing. And then I, wound up eventually walking back to the house, and I went back to DJ's and I just walked right in, no problem, and I just stood right next to her. I'm like, hey, how's it going? And we're like, Tim, you got up here? I was like, yes. And then just DJs got just catches up to you with all those sweet drinks and all the juice drinks and
I don't know. I've never been.
I was suffering.
Probably never
Yeah,
will be
I
because
was-
I don't want to deal with that.
I was suffering like throughout the whole night. Like I was fine, and then like I went to bed. I fell asleep for like 2 hours, and then I just woke up, and I'm like, I gotta.
God bless for making it out on Monday.
and then I made up Tiki Monday, and I had a great time at Tiki Monday. It was just like everything was just
Yeah, I wasn't dealing with that.
yeah.
I thought about coming down, and I said, no shot, I'm dealing with the heat.
Well, the
And the
heat
crowd.
wasn't
in the
terrible.
crowd. It was hot.
It was hot, but it really wasn't bad. There was a nice breeze, and
was
like,
hot.
and I just dipped in the ocean a couple times. But like, I got there at, like maybe a little left, like anywhere from 10 to 10:30,
Good time.
and the doors open at 11. So at first you see the big line, you're like, this is
Not shit, but once the door
yeah.
opens,
Once the doors
you're
open,
moving.
you see it start moving quick, and I think it was online. So I got there like about an hour. I was on the line for. So it's not terrible, but it was just because of the
You didn't need to drink
when
that
you-
early anyway.
well,
after your night
but
at
when
DJ,
when you saw how long the line was behind me,
you're like, I don't want to get on.
I'm like, I'm glad I got on when I did because those people would be waiting almost
even longer.
even longer. Like it was
Because once it
insane.
hits a certain capacity, they stop letting people in, right?
Exactly, and they have to wait for people to leave. And some people have like wristbands, so unless they cut the wristbands off, like people can just keep coming and going. So it's like there's really no way. But that was my quick. And now I'm just kind of like my
Recovering?
I'm not really bad in sunburn, but like it's starting to tan a little bit. But it's just like the heat now is just killing me.
Nice.
All right, Dan, real quick.
Real quick. The only thing really different, and I said I did kettle and RMT Friday. Saturday I didn't do shit. Just kind of recovered because
Yeah,
I was hurting. Sunday I drank like 18 beers at the Mets game, and I did a shoey
nice.
in the stands. And
Mets win.
Mets won because I'm not saying it's because I did the shoey, but I'm not saying it's not because I did the shoey.
It seems like a really good correlation.
Right after I did it, the guy hit a home run and tied the game.
Well, I'm not
Not
super,
saying-
Dan. I'm not
Seems like-
superstitious, but I am a little stitious when I hear that.
I'm not
So-
superstitious, only a little stitious.
So I'm saying it's not because of me, but it's also it could be because of me.
Yep.
saying.
But all I know is I think you should get paid for that.
Sign me a contract. I'll do a shoey every week, every game,
Every game.
every game.
Dan's just the Mets mascot now.
Yeah.
It's-
All Dan needs.
no
Get rid of-
suit. He just walks
Just-
out.
just-
Mr.
give him
Met's
a-
gone. I'm in.
Yeah.
Nah, all this-
Instead of
shoe.
throwing the first pitch, they
The
put
shoe.
you on the mound. You just do a shoey.
Somebody throws a shoe at me.
Please rise for the national shoey.
That'd be funny.
I wasn't even that good of one. There wasn't that much beer in that can.
It's the fact that you did one though.
I was like, this is probably my last beer. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna send it. I was like, how much? I was like, that's enough to put into a shoe.
You know what's funny, Dan? You did one. Now you've done one outside of City Field, and now you've done one in City Field.
Very true.
One at the
Very true.
festival, one of those like festival, and now this one. So
Where's next in Queens?
Yankee Stadium? No.
That's in the Bronx.
I know. I just was kind of. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, that was the recap for Memorial Day weekend.
Well, that was
and,
Tim's recap for Memorial.
I don't know.
Yeah, I told you I really didn't do much. A very relaxed weekend.
It was our recap. This is our
That
show.
was like a 25-minute recap of Tim's weekend and like a 5-minute recap
I, was,
of ours.
I literally kept saying like long story short,
do
but like, it
anything.
wasn't short.
And he just added another
I
story.
just added onto it. I was like, because I like to give.
Once I heard where you were at on Saturday, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long one.
Yeah.
As it was a long weekend.
Yeah, it was just a long weekend. But yeah. Anyway, time for some amazing sponsors. I hope everyone else had a great Memorial Day weekend. But yeah, time for these sponsors because without these sponsors, the show would continue. Oh, by the way, I met another guy from Barstool. By the way,
Who?
Jeff D.
Did you give him our podcast?
My phone died.
Sick.
I took a
Sick.
photo with them.
Does
on
nothing for me.
It does nothing. I know.
Does nothing for me too.
No,
I don't care
I
that
know,
you met him.
but I made the effort. My phone was just dead.
Did you give him a business card?
I didn't have anything on me.
Great, awesome. Doing great.
Did you have
here, bud.
the Are We Talking hat on at least?
No, because I would have lost it.
Did you have a shirt?
I did have a shirt.
Are we talking shirt?
Yeah.
So you tell him about it?
No.
You're doing great here, guy. I don't want to hear about the story anymore, Tim.
I was
I'm
down
over it.
bad. I was
I'm
down
over
bad.
it. He wasn't
Anyway,
even there. He wasn't even there. It was just some guy that
time
looks
for
like some guy.
Sponsors. So without these sponsors, the show would go on.
There was no point to that story, Tim.
Just saying.
You didn't even tell him about the podcast. You didn't mention it once.
I did. It was a quick thing. Anyway.
He just talked to him. He said, "Oh, we talking?" And he was like, "I guess."
Tim actually met him and be like, "Oh wait, guy, I do a podcast. It's called the Joe Rogan Experience. I don't know if you've ever heard of it."
No, I was
Tim met him and said, "Oh, we talking?" And he's like,
I was probably
Yeah?
like Dan when Dan's really drunk and he's like, you think he's like telling like actual like how to like stop world like how to start world peace and stuff like that. I'm just kind of like talking, like talk beer, drink,
And
people,
so,
fun, laugh.
so real talk. You didn't actually meet this guy. It was just some guy that might have looked like him.
No, it was him because I walked past him and then I walked past him again just to I double check. I go, by the way, what's your name? He goes, Jeff, and I was like, Jeff D. Love from Barstool. He's like, yeah. I was like, all right.
But you remember that, you son of a bitch. You didn't tell him about the podcast.
I could have sworn I did.
"But to these
Anyway, again, without these sponsors, thank you so much. So some sponsor right now. What do we got over here? Everyone want to go around?
This one goes out to air condition anything. Like, you walk into a room, a car, a bus, anything air conditioning, a store, when it's like really hot out and then it's like ice cold and it feels phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
That goes out to that air conditioned space.
That area, that
Because we gave it out to air conditioning before, but like the space specifically.
the air.
The air in the space.
My sponsor's gonna go to my pops for giving me the second laptop that actually charges and
Shout out. Yeah, that's right.
It's a lot newer.
right there.
You are in the camera. I see.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Shout out, pops. Thank you.
Shout out my pops for giving me that extra.
He gave us the
laptop.
camera and the
and the laptop.
He's like our
Our unofficial producer.
basically.
He's the
like-
executive
he's-
producer.
he's
How about
fun-
that?
he's
He's
like
fun
the-
in the podcast
Yeah.
right now.
He's like he's basically funding the podcast.
He's the executive
he's like,
producer.
Was it like the equipment manager?
He's the executive producer.
Equipment manager is like real low. on
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
That's
means
just a guy that
he
just,
just
like,
counts everything.
Just takes care of the equipment.
Yeah.
Puts it
That
away.
just means be like, okay, now I know we have 15
he puts it
tables
away.
and
He knows where he keeps them.
yeah, that's the equipment manager.
Oh.
He's like an executive producer. He makes sure we have enough equipment
I
to
like
actually
that
run
title.
it. Yeah, he's
I like that title.
Pops
better.
is the executive producer.
I like that.
I'm the regular one.
I don't even know who I am.
You're the diva.
I'm the schmo that just comes.
You're
shows
the
up.
diva. You're the
All right.
Axl Rose of this show.
Mr. Diva, what do you got?
I'm gonna give an awesome shout out
Look around my room and pick something. Go
Better
ahead.
hurry up.
to
He's mad that you tweaked the
that-
computer because he was going to do
your
that.
air can. Shout out that air can.
My air. Why are you huffing my air duster?
I'm just gassing it up.
Won't get high.
Literally.
You also like freeze your finger off.
Yes, you can. You ever see that episode of South Park where Tally
gets-
goes to
yes.
Staples?
Yes.
And he buys 35 cans,
Yes.
and then the lady behind the counter goes, "Wow, you must have a dusty computer." And Tally turns around and goes, "Fuck you, bitch! It's legal." Just takes it to his car, just huffs all 15 cans of air duster.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten that one because that's always been there.
What, the air duster?
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
For the longest time, but I'm surprised I never had noticed that one.
It's way easier to clean all this shit back here
But
with an air
shout
duster.
out because
Sure.
without you, Bassard's shit would be dirty.
And this is actually a real sponsor.
Dusty, not dirty.
Go buy the merch on the link in our link tree.
And go buy
You
a
know,
beat.
That's not there. None of
Not
this
yet.
is there, but
The hat, the concept of the hat is on there almost.
it's almost there. Yeah,
It's on our.
There.
We can buy it. We gotta.
we got to figure out how you could buy. We might figure it out before this episode comes out, but
Hopefully we do.
it'll be there.
Yep.
I'll send you a link, or I'll buy one for you, and
I'm
then
just,
you
I'm just
send me the
glad
money.
that it was actually at least to be able to make it. Like they.
I'll buy one for you if we don't figure it out, and I'll just give me the money. We'll work it out. We'll work it out.
All right. Well,
I do have another topic
yes.
that we were discussing at the bar last week, right before this episode came out. Well,
Right.
last episode.
Mhm.
We're talking about jingles because we were watching a commercial and there was a great jingle on it.
It was.
And
So
there's
we're
some great jingles.
just.
all-
I just
all
want to
time.
point this out.
All time they get caught in your head. And you're like, this is a phenomenal jingle.
If we're giving out the jingle, that means we're giving sponsors out. Correct. That's a sponsor. Free ads.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
I mean, right off the bat, the starter is like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Like that's a.
I always go to JG Wentworth.
877 cash now.
Yeah.
No.
877 cash now?
You know which one used to be a really good one?
It's my money.
Remember
I
the
need it
guy
now.
who goes, they say a man should always dress for the job he wants, so why am I dressed like a pirate in this restaurant? It's all because some guy
the
stole
college
my
thing?
identity.
No.
Yeah, it's like some identity.
Do you
thing.
remember that?
Yeah.
It's still
I do remember that. I remember watching
There
like
was,
MTV when I was
there
like
was also,
13 and that was on.
Education Connection.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. That's the
That's
one
the
I'm
college
thinking
one,
of. Yeah.
Man, no, that particular like the guy and band, like they made like about like 3 or 4 jingles like for that.
That
like,
same thing,
brand,
yeah.
for that brand, but it was all different.
And
In
they're
each
all
one, they were
catchy as fuck. And you're like,
Yeah.
"You son of a bitch, you're good."
Yeah.
Rob Dyrdek actually made an episode about how he's like oh I can make a jingle out of anything. So like he literally went to the supermarket in this episode, grabbed like random shit, and then he went to like one of his friends that was like in the studio, and they just made a bunch of jingles.
Made a jingle.
Yeah,
Sounds like
about like
something Rob
anything.
Dyrdek
It was
would
so
do.
stupid though. Like I couldn't even tell you one off the back because I haven't seen that episode in so long. But that's just like one of the first things.
I feel like that's you.
Yeah, right.
We gave you an item right now. You can make a jingle.
I mean, that's basically what I do with the sponsors right now.
Is he? Are you like oh my god, what's that movie? Malibu's Most Wanted. You be rabbit. You can make a rabbit out of anything.
Malibu.
What do they call them? In
Chapstick. Oh, what was it though? Traffic one. Traffic. Looking for my chapstick.
There's a Ford Maverick.
There's a Ford Maverick.
See, I can rob about anything.
Great movie. Great movie.
Be rad over here.
Great movie.
What did they call him? King Kong or something like that?
No.
King
he
Kong
said-
ain't got
That's
shit
shit
on
on
me.
me.
That's taken from Training Day though. You have to see Training Day.
I know. I just remember he has the Uzis in that scene.
The
But yeah.
Uzi. Wait, yeah, yo, where you learn that from? Grand Theft Auto 3. Damn, man, can I borrow that? Yeah, you got
Game
PlayStation 2?
I got
Nah,
Game-
man, I got Gamecast. Well, I heard of Dreamcast and GameCube. Man, I got Gamecast, man. I can't afford it. Yo, damn, I'm sorry. I love that movie.
Such a good
Malibu.
Such a great movie.
Is that a fucking musket?
I feel like there was a lot more jingles that they used to have.
Like ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Of course.
I'm
Love
loving
it.
You
It's classic.
you know who wrote that? Believe it or not, Pusha T.
Did he really?
I swear to God,
So simple.
Pusha T wrote the McDonald's jingle.
Really?
And I'm talking, this is the dude who wrote cocaine drug dealing bars
That's crazy.
in fucking, in
They're
the-
like, yo, we need this guy. on
yeah.
that fucking
And he
jingle.
wrote, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. And I'm talking, this is the same
He probably
dude.
yacked up out of his mind.
This is the
just
same
fucking-
dude that was talking about how he moved 95 bricks throughout all of LA. It's the same guy, and he wrote that jingle, and he owns I think 25% of it. So anytime it's
Good for him.
played, he gets money.
Good for him.
Wow.
What a
Pusha
bag.
T,
What a
Pusha,
bag.
what a bag, right?
Yeah, really.
Pusha T wrote that. I watched that in
Oh,
an
my
interview
fault.
with
I
him.
never knew that. That's
Yeah,
nuts.
Pusha T wrote that.
Holy
Push,
shit.
that's simple. That ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Pusha T wrote it.
It's not even like 5 seconds
He
long.
must have a great agent. That's just like, hey man, I know you can.
Hey man, you want to
got
write a
this-
jingle for McDonald's?
I got you this gig right now.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up.
Pusha,
Man,
Pusha
you're gonna
T
be
wrote
like-
that.
a Big Mac or something. I don't know. And
Yeah.
basically like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
My mother goes, that's the whitest shit I ever said.
Yeah.
Sell it.
Yeah. Pusha T wrote that. The more you know.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Nah,
the fuck?
What about the one for Chili's? Like, I want my
baby back, baby back, baby back, baby
That's a
back,
good
baby
one.
back.
Ribs.
I don't think Pusha T wrote that one.
Chili's baby back ribs.
I always think of the scene from The Office whenever I see that.
I always think of Austin Powers.
I want my baby back, baby back,
Get
baby back.
in my belly. I'm gonna eat you. I'm bigger than you on the food chain.
No, I love
Such
the.
drooling in that scene.
I love the after credits in that movie when he loses all the weight. He's like, "Yeah, I lost all the weight, and now my neck looks like a vagina.
I got extra skin.
I got some extra skin, and now my neck it looks like a vagina."
They got making on one of those movies.
They are. They actually are. talking
Bullshit.
About, they actually are talking.
It's gonna
about
get canceled in 35 seconds flat.
Mike Myers got blacklisted
Did he really?
after Cat in the Hat.
Why?
Like I forget what happened, but there's a whole backstory. Look it up.
All right.
Oh, I may have.
cut you.
He got blackballed. Like
Yeah, like
really?
and then he made like the Love Guru, and that was like it didn't really. Hit.
Oh, yeah, but that movie was ass,
But like
though.
that was the last movie after Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, but Love Guru was
Yeah,
ass.
but
like it's
he
not
got-
like it was like a good
He
movie
got
that got
that movie
blackballed.
because he got blackballed.
Oh,
That was like the only movie he could get, and then
yeah, Love Guru was
And he just
trash. That was
disappeared and never
a
did
bad
anything else.
fucking movie.
I forget what
he
happened,
did-
but
he
it was
did-
like
he
a whole
did-
big thing.
He did a talk show for like a game show. Yeah, he did it, but he dressed as someone else. It was actually kind of weird. It
This
didn't. It didn't last very long.
This is the same. This is the same guy that was in Halloween, right? Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Michael Myers.
yeah, he just
Yeah, he
was a
got
mask,
blackballed
yeah.
because he murdered a bunch of
Oh,
people.
he murdered a bunch of people. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
He
this
got
was
away
the same
with
guy.
it.
I thought this was the same guy.
and makes all this money for making these movies with like documentaries on it. It's weird.
Speaking of great jingles, Michael Myers has a great theme song.
I like the one from Friday the 13th. Was like, but that's not really a jingle. But that's just like a trademark.
That's from Scary Movie.
what
What's
about-
your favorite scary movie?
I mean, that's like what about like the Jaws? Like you hear
Yeah, that's a great one.
But that's not really a
They're
jingle.
That's like a theme
more
song,
than good. They're great.
They're great.
They're magically
Oh,
delicious.
Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff.
That was a whole rap.
Yeah.
Flavor.
To think Pusha T didn't write that one.
He wrote, "Ba-da-ba-ba-ba."
To think Pusha T didn't write that. Nah, he wrote ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What's been that commercial recently when they do like the push it real good? They've been like
Bam,
show.
bam,
Oh, I don't
That's an
watch-
actual song.
No, I know, but they've been putting it in as a commercial and
I don't have TV. I don't know.
It's a real song.
I know
it's
it's
not
a
a
real
jingle.
song, yeah, I
It's
know.
not
It's a
jingle.
salt and pepper song.
Yeah, that's who sings it in the commercial.
It's salt and pepper.
oh.
Yeah.
Salt and Pepper sing that in the commercial.
Yeah, they do in the commercial.
Yeah.
All right, here's another better one. The Kia with the hamsters. You can go with this, or you can go
That's
with
That's
also
Fatboy Slim.
That's a song.
that. Is it really?
That's Fatboy Slim.
Oh my goodness! I mean, they're really surprised that I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I'm not
My
surprised.
favorite thing was he's just
Yeah.
naming songs. My famous people was like,
But they're
that's a great
commercial.
thing to be in a commercial. Great jingle.
No, that's
It's an
Fatboy
actual-
You
Slim.
can go
Is
with
that-
this, or you can go.
It's
with
an
that.
actual song.
You can go
Yeah.
with this, but this is where it's at. Yeah.
I like this is probably more tri-state area, but it's always stuck with me since I was like 8 years old. It's the 1-800-588-2300
Empire today. Those are the
rug
floor
guys.
the
Yeah.
floor
Flooring
guys.
guys, yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuck with me. It's probably more tri-state.
It's
but,
definitely a tri-state thing.
But you know,
The
it's good.
James G. Rutherford one. That's a really good one. I have
a cash settlement.
I need a cash annuity, but I need cash now.
Yeah.
Call JG
Wentworth. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
Yeah.
My voice is so shot.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Oh,
Also like O'Reilly's
Auto parts.
Woo! Free ads all day.
Do they even exist anymore?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
hear
an
the
O'Reilly's
commercials.
in so long.
I hear the
out
commercials. I
west.
don't think I've
They're
ever
out
seen
west.
one, but I hear the commercials.
No, we
all
used
the
to
time.
have one on the island. Wasn't there one on Forest Avenue?
I don't know.
And then it got shut down and became a Pet Boys. So
Sure. I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to like
You want another one? It's like,
Yeah, I do,
break
I do.
me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
there was like some
A
like
snack that smiles back.
Goldfish.
You just go and you just name it.
It's a good one.
That's all I got really written down.
I'm trying to think. There used to be like some really good ones, like in the like the old like I don't know like 80s commercials or something like that.
I didn't watch 80s
I know.
commercials.
Yeah, Tim,
But
we
it's
weren't
always
around in
alive.
the 80s. Sorry, Grandpa.
It's all right.
I'm sorry I wasn't allowed 1,000 years ago, guy.
There was I don't know. You know what it is? Because like the
Fucking the pterodactyl used to fly by with some great billboards.
Yeah, for real.
billboards didn't exist. They just were painted on another dinosaur.
Fucking those cave drawings are fucking nuts. They went hard. The jingles on those bad boys. If only my brain was old enough to.
I'm gonna blow your mind right now. Cave drawings. I guarantee you the reason they drew like that was because they were on a lot of shit. So they
We're
just
just eating shit.
no like they were just like on a lot like
Like what?
drugs and like whatever. They just took everything.
You tell me cavemen had like meth?
Yeah,
Oh, probably.
probably.
Yeah.
They didn't even
They
know.
grew right from the meth tree.
Organic.
Organic meth. Very classy.
So they just started drawing like this is what I see, man.
Yeah.
This is what I'm looking at. They never dinosaurs didn't exist. They just like somehow carved. all
No,
of
that's
it.
a thing. A lot of people believe dinosaurs didn't exist.
There's just a giant ass lizard.
Nah,
Nah, like,
it's-
what the fuck was
Yeah.
that thing?
You could, that's what I'm saying.
No, a lot of
Cavemen-
people. There are
Well,
people out
hallucinate,
there
but,
that
like-
believe that like paleontologists like
bullshitters.
hide bones and then they come and be like,
Go
oh,
find
they're
them.
here, and they dig them up and they re-find them. There are a lot of people that believe that dinosaurs were never
Just
real.
put them together.
I was just like, yo, people will make anything a conspiracy.
flat earthers, man.
Yeah.
Might as well be.
Oh, my favorite flat Earth theory I ever read was somebody said that Australia is not real.
Yeah, Australia's not real.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
It's funny.
Well, not because like the bugs and shit, but they truly believe that like
just out there.
it's
made up.
Yeah, it's made up.
I
Like it's
love
not
that. They're
for
all
real.
in a studio.
Yeah. It's like the Truman Show, but an entire country.
It's funny. I've seen people like comment that like in like some random messages, and people comment back and say, "I'm from Australia, and it does not exist."
Just to fuck with them.
I can
Think
agree
about
with
a new
you. It does not
species
exist.
like every week.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. But
Got some new shit going on.
I
If
can't.
you got a better jingle, send it in.
I was
fucking-
gonna. I thought the Lucky Charms had one, but all he says was they're after my Lucky Charms.
They're-
That's it.
they're magically delicious.
There you go. Okay. I couldn't think of the part. I was like, it's just one that was a music part. What about Cheerios? You said one. You said one for Honey Nut Cheerios, right?
No,
I don't know if there's one. I don't think so.
they just talk about health and Hardy.
I'm just
Talk
thinking
about how it
being-
lowers your cholesterol.
Guess not.
And then he drops the honey drop. Bing.
Is it bad? I'm literally going like I'm
You
like
sure?
I'm going through a supermarket in my mind right now, and I'm just kind of
aisle
like,
by aisle.
I'm aisle by aisle. I'm just looking for the cartoons and on the things, and I'm like,
It's
I don't-
just cereals are just the ones that you're like, fucking sure, but you're not thinking of any.
I was gonna say Eggos, but they just say Lego my Eggo.
It's more of a slogan.
That's not really. That's not really a
jingle.
Does Lego have one? No, Legos doesn't have anything. No.
Lego my Lego.
Lego my Eggo.
Like those are a bunch of Swedes. Fucking Swedes.
Makes
about-
so many wheels.
Well, then there's also Silly Rabbit Tricks Are for Kids, but there's no jingle on
That's
that
not a
one.
jingle either. You're just going to the cereal.
Yeah, he's just going through the cereals.
Does Pop Tarts have one?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't think Pop Tarts does.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I ran out of the idea. Now I'm just
All
kinda
right, yeah, send one in. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Maybe
Right.
we'll remember.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? Shout out to Joe for like reminding us last time to like post
Yeah,
something.
do
up
it
on the
again,
story.
Joe. Because
Yeah,
we're
Joe,
not gonna-
please
Yeah.
do it again because we're gonna forget.
I know you're always helping us out.
Yeah,
Shout
he
out
is.
Joe. That's
Shout
why-
out Joe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Honor-
But I,
I
think
I
it's
want him
time.
on the show. He doesn't want to be on.
Yeah, he does want to be on.
I don't know why.
We'll get him on eventually.
Yeah, we'll get him on. We'll bring him down eventually.
You guys honestly got to be surprised how like I haven't like I mean it's all because of work, but I mean I haven't missed an episode in a while because of work.
What do you want, a fucking cookie for doing your job?
Yeah.
You ever see that Chris Rock special where he's just like,
Keep your name out my mouth.
that was Will
I
Smith.
know, and I said it wrong.
but
And I said it wrong.
It was a Chris Rock
Yep.
special where he goes like,
Something
yo,
like
I
that.
don't understand why people preach about doing right by their kids. Oh, I treat my kids right. He's like, yeah, dummy, you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Tim. I
like,
showed
what, you
up
wanna-
to my job.
I just showed up to my job. It's like, great.
Do what you're supposed
You're
to.
supposed to do that. We don't accept the bare minimum anymore, Tim.
You're lucky we let you
I
show
don't
up
think I
late.
give the bare minimum.
You're lucky we let you show up late.
You know, I got a bone to pick with that.
Yeah, I got a bone you can pick.
I bet you it doesn't exist. You're probably like an archaeologist and you're just gonna put it there later.
As a paleontologist, but that's cool. It's all right. You'll
You're
get
like,
your ologist.
difference?
What's the- you're like making fun of dyslexic kids
How?
because you
Because you didn't know a word?
There's no peeing.
There's no P in
you know,
archaeologist.
this is I can.
You don't make up letters that aren't there. You just mix up the ones that are.
Are you dyslexic?
Am I dyslexic?
Bitch,
Yeah.
I might be.
Bitch, I might be. Shout out
Yeah.
Gucci Mane.
Yeah, but you ain't. He might. You ain't.
Gucci Mane?
Yeah.
Do you understand that joke? The bitch I might be. Before he went to jail, the judge asked him if he was guilty, and his response, verbatim, was "Bitch, I might be."
Oh, he guilty.
He was, in fact, sentenced to prison. He did go to jail.
He might be.
Might be. Yeah, but you ain't.
It's one of those fire shit you could ever say before. Like, sir, are you guilty?
I'm not
Bitch,
gonna
I
say-
might be.
I'm not gonna say yes.
Nah. So I know I like the one where that video where the lady's reading the testament and she goes, "Oh man, she got her booty so like
She's thinking that a bowl of oatmeal.
And the guy,
The dude's like,
true. I'm so bad at getting those things right.
I don't
for
think I-
somebody that's outside as much as you are, the fact that you're so like
you don't
out of
you don't
it,
realize like I just do me. Like I don't.
He just makes up the words.
you make up your own.
He
world.
sees the meme and he's like, I'm just gonna make up my own words to this.
Yeah.
What's different? That's like that's different. I like to be different. I ain't basic.
But no one knows what the hell you're talking about. at
I
the
mean,
time.
you knew.
Yeah, because you went.
But you knew. But you knew.
I knew the meme.
Can we end the show?
Yeah. Anyway,
It's time.
But not yet. You know what it is time for? What? It is time to catch
that's what time it was
these
for.
hands.
You really like lost your voice stuff. I don't know what that was. Sounded like it was auto-tuned or something.
Maybe it was
vibrating.
Bizarro Beats.
Vibrating.
Would you like to go first, sir? I know you got.
I was about to say if I have it auto tune, I was like, no, you know how expensive auto tune is. It's like an $800 piece of software. It's very fucking
Just put it in
expensive.
my tab.
Wait. Are you for real?
No,
Give me your card right now.
No, he said his tab, not his card.
my tab. Come on.
On your tab?
Yeah, ring it up.
Oh, well, good thing it's the 31st, so I can ring it up right now and you pay at the end of the month.
Actually, it already passed, so we're good.
It's the 31st.
next-
It's 11 o'clock. I still have one more hour.
Well, no, this
I'll
is
cut this
Friday.
right now, go right on Sweetwater and buy it.
We're on Friday, so
It's Friday, right?
better like next month.
I can wait a month. Where do you want me to send the invoice to? Do I send it to you?
one-
Do I send you the invoice?
123 driveway. 123 long driveway.
Yeah, don't put it on any of the old talking accounts because that's all under my name.
Hey, Daddy Danny.
Hey, yo.
Chopper.
Hey, yo. All right, let's end the show.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, give us. You want me to go first? You go first. I know you have something that you like to say.
Yeah, bro. Fuck Lexus again, yo. What kind of fucking company doesn't at least give you any type of spare tire?
No.
So for those that don't know, I absolutely shredded my tire last night. Shredded it. Literally tore it down the fucking middle. I had to drive, and so I get out the car and try to go get my spare. And the most annoying part is that there's the space for the donut there.
It's just not there.
There's just nothing there.
They give you like the fix a flat shit.
No,
Not even
even.
that.
There's
Not even that.
nothing.
Not
There's
even that.
literally nothing there. It's a hole. There's the space for the donut,
Just
like
not
the
there.
extra spare
Yeah.
tire.
They
But
say
they
you
don't
buy
give you
one.
a jack. They don't give you a what do you call
I
that?
had to get all that for my car too.
What's
I
up?
had to get the same thing, and my car's a 2012. I got it in 2016. Then I had to get all that stuff. I went to the hood and I got like rims and tires there for the spare.
So you have hot rims right now? Is what you're telling me?
I mean,
Allegedly?
Allegedly.
Hot
I
wheels.
don't know.
Hot wheels.
Listen,
Hot wheels.
I got it. I just bought it from a tire place. Just
Yeah.
so happened, listen.
No, that
You gotta get it somehow. I don't know.
all I'm
Not my
saying
problem.
is all I'm saying is that's fucking ridiculous that you
That's
don't
nuts.
fucking give that shit. Like, what if I really wasn't like what if that
You're
happened to me when I
stranded.
was in PA?
You're just stranded.
Like the middle of nowhere, dumb fuck nowhere, PA.
Imagine-
What the fuck do I do?
Imagine they got you a note
Said you're a
that said
rental.
"I owe you a tire." Like they had like a piece of paper in there.
I owe you. There's an I owe you in there.
I owe you.
I mean, granted, they give you. I found out today when I brought it to the tire shop. They do give you run flats, but realistically, you get like 50 miles to that. So like, if I really was stuck in the middle of fucking nowhere, that
Oh,
50
you're
miles isn't gonna do shit for me.
It's gonna get you enough to get to a gas
Better off
station.
giving you a rental. Like fucking take this car.
Yeah, like what in the actual fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck you, Lexus,
You know,
again.
my tire has got me through 3 times already. My spare.
Nice.
So wherever that tire came from in the hood, it's listen,
It's doing a good job.
it's doing a good job. It's right. The rim's a little wonky on, but it was,
Wonky. That shit's wonky.
but it was worth like the $120 for a full tire and a rim.
That's my catchy stance.
That's a valid one though.
Want me to go? I'll go.
Yeah, you can
go. Being Monday was like 95 degrees and it sucked and it's hot.
Gosh.
This one goes out to the heat and the summer because summer sucks and I'm very pro winter. So this is a pro winter statement. Summer's the worst season, hands down. Fuck you, summer. Fuck the heat. Fuck that. Fuck all the noise. Don't go. Don't ever come back. Leave again. Be like 60. Allow like 60 degrees. 60 degrees. The hottest I want in the year. That's all I want.
I got one for you, Dan, and this is
Short sky.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Not dead ass. I was gonna say all these people wearing shorts right now are posers because now they think it's hot, they can wear the shorts.
Short sky.
My boy Dan over here has been wearing shorts literally for the past as many years as I can remember. 3, 4 years, 5 years that we've been hanging out a lot more.
I could probably count on like 2 hands the amount of times that I've worn pants not like outside of work.
Yeah.
outside of work.
Or
and
like-
not
or like a wedding
like
or
a serious
something.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could probably count on like two hands the amount of times I wore pants.
But if
In
Dan
like
had,
the past like 3 years.
but if it was
4
like
years.
a casual thing, then Dan, was just like, let's go out to do whatever. Dan's in shorts.
Yeah.
So this catch these hands is for the posers. So like myself, I'm
Shorts
wearing
guy.
shorts.
Shorts guy.
So
Short season, maybe. Year round. Fuck
Gotcha.
the summer. That's all I about to say that.
there we go. And
Sure.
also go to the merch store, guys. But
What do you
anyway,
got? You got catchy sand?
that was the catch these hands.
just
posers.
posers.
Yeah.
Posers. My last thought is actually I want it maybe possibly the name of the episode because I just thought of it right now and it's kind of funny. It's gonna be ba da ba ba ba. I'm pushing P. Thanks.
Maybe. We'll talk about it. Maybe.
Nah, that doesn't work.
That's a long title. I gotta squeeze it
Nah,
out.
because
We'll probably
Push and
get
P
serious.
is an Atlanta thing, and Pusha T is not from Atlanta.
Yeah, but it worked because he wrote the thing.
Yeah, but he's not from Atlanta. Push and P is an Atlanta thing. You can't. That's
I do what I want. I do what I want. It sounded right.
I mean,
It sounded right.
Wait, you know
it's
what
it's a reach, but I don't think I'm gonna give it to you.
do you know what the best jingle is though? The
No.
All We Talking podcast intro from Bizarre Beats.
Going in a jingle.
Yep, it's a jingle. It's catchy. Everyone goes because people say the second you say "Are we talking?" Someone goes, "Oh, we talking." Like it's catchy. Gets people going. Anyway, I hope everyone had a good Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna have an even better weekend coming up right now, and I hope you all remember to feed your goldfish.
Fuck your shoulder.
And pay your fucking producer.